Okay, so you have your Gua Sha tool in hand. Now is the time for Lydia's top 5 essential Gua Sha tips. So this is the video if you want to know exactly how to get the best out of your Gua Sha tool in the minimal time, because let's face it, we don't have hours every day.
No, it's so true. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 essential Gua Sha poses that you can do to sculpt, tone, contour your face, also minimize the visible signs of aging, and improve circulation and lymphatic drainage, all in a 1-minute routine.
And get some appley cheeks. So if you're listening, hop on over to YouTube, because really this is a visual guide. You want to be able to see what to do. Now, we'll do our best to describe it, and Lydia's pretty good with words, but otherwise, hop to YouTube, come and also subscribe to this video, and you'll get lots more like it.
Make sure that you have an oil handy as well, because when you do your Gua Sha, you always need an oil so that the Gua Sha glides over the skin instead of tugging at it. First thing that we're going to do is apply our oil, and the oil that I love to use is Trilogy's rosehip oil. It's a really good natural oil. It has no toxins in. It's really clean and easy to use and suitable for all skin types. So first thing that you do is get your oil and drop it onto your hand. It's really, really important to activate the oil before you use it. So you rub it into your hands, and this activates all the essential oils. So you're going to pat it onto your head, down onto the cheeks, cover the nose, underneath the chin, and then you're coming down the neck too. So just stroke down the neck, sides of the neck, and then just pat onto the décolletage area as well. So oil is applied. The first area that we're going to look at is the neck, and it's really, really important to start with the neck because lymphatic drainage happens from this area down to here to the major lymphatic points and then out to the armpits. The neck is a bit like the bridge from the body to the face. So if this channel isn't open, all that lovely work that you're doing in the face is going to get blocked at the jawline. So starting with the neck, for the purpose of the demo, I'm going to call this the smiley side, this the frowny side, and this is the heart, or you might have a wavy one, but they work the same way. So we're going to use the smiley side, and the first thing that we're going to do is come up at a 45-degree angle. There are 2 different types of technique that you can use with Gua Sha. There's a muscular one, which is relieving tension. So you can push in as hard as feels comfortable, just like a general massage for you. If you find any knotty bits, you can just press into them. But when we do the lymphatic poses, the whole of the tool stays in contact with the skin at all points. So there's no bit lifting off it. So it's gentle and slow and light.
That's when it's really easy to drop it. Be careful.
Really easy to drop it. So always practice your Gua Sha with a towel underneath you at the beginning, so that if you drop it, it doesn't break.
Smart.
So we're going to start off with a muscular technique. I'm taking the heart-shaped side, the smiley side, just onto my neck, and I'm coming up at that 45-degree angle, and I'm working all the way up on the sides of the neck. We're going to do about 6 up in that direction to open the channel, and then we're taking it flat to the neck, completely in contact, slow and light. The major problem that people have is moving too fast in the lymphatic poses. If you move too fast or press too deep, you're going to skip the superficial lymph and get down into the muscle. And that's not going to be a problem, but you're just not going to get the lymphatic benefits. So it's a flat, see how there's no difference there? And we're just gently and lightly gliding down. And you're going to do 6 all the way down. Then you're going to do this side of the neck and make sure that you've done both sides of the neck so you're opening up all of those channels. The next area is our jawline, and from my clients I hear that this is kind of an area where people are really concerned with. Male and female clients, everyone wants a nice toned jaw, and everyone's right to be concerned about this area because it's not just about what our jaw looks like and keeping it nice and sculpted, but it's because a lot of those lymphatics get very bunged up when we're looking down at our phone. So everything gets all tight here, and there are so many lymph nodes just along here that if they get bunged up, they get swollen and puffy, and it can look like you have a double chin when you actually don't. It's just about getting those lymphatics moving. So there's a benefit of what it looks like, but there's also the benefit of improving those lymphatics so they drain down that neck. We're going to take that tool in the left hand and put the heart-shaped sides at the wavy side so that where there's a dint, it just goes into the jaw there. This is a muscular technique, so it's a 45-degree angle, and we're going briskly up towards the ear, along that jawline, 6 to 8 times, nice and fast, and then you make sure that you do it on both sides. The next technique that we're going to do is look at the cheeks. One of the things that happens when we age is that we lose those defined appley cheeks that we have when we're younger. And so one of the ways that we can instantly make ourselves look younger is by defining those cheeks again. Another benefit on the internal side of the body is that a lot of our colon reflexology points are around here. So when we work into this area, we're also working the colon and improving all the elimination processes and removal of toxins from the body. We're going to take the tool. We're going to place it so that the top edge just sitting on that cheekbone here, and the bottom edge is just running along this underside here. All of the pressure is going to be on this bottom side, even though the top side is in contact with the skin. Our fingers are going to be here, and they're working as an anchor so that we're not pulling the skin. When I'm here, I'm pressing it in, and there's gentle pressure on the bottom, all the way up to the earline, and then I'm just doing a wiggle. I'm going to do 6 to 8 of these, pressing and gliding all the way up. Something that I hear people talk about all the time as a problem area is getting baggy or puffy eyes or dark circles. So when we have this happening a lot, it's often because the lymphatics in this area aren't working so well. Sometimes there's pressure from eyelids that are kind of starting to get a little bit hooded, and this area that's sagging down. Also, I would just say that if you do tend towards have puffy eyes and dark circles, you want to also look at your kidneys and your liver and just, are they working properly? So in that case, come to someone like Finn and ask him for some nutrition advice. For the purpose of the Gua Sha, if you keep your Gua Sha in the fridge, it's so nice to use in the morning. When your eyes are puffy, it's just extra beneficial. We're going to take it up to this area, and you see how I haven't put it like this? I've put it on a diagonal line. It's just catching the top of the cheekbone and above, so into the area that would be puffy. And all we're doing is a rock, a gentle rock, and here we're stimulating the pump of the lymph. Lymphatics don't have their own pump, so they rely on us to pump them for us. So at about 30 seconds here. And the last area, of course, that most people are concerned with is this area here, the area where we tend to get Botox the most. I am a huge advocate for using natural techniques instead of Botox for many, many reasons, but mainly because when we have a lot of wrinkles on our forehead, it's usually because of atrophy and sagging that happens. So we don't want to atrophy those muscles more by paralyzing them. We want to actually work them out. Oftentimes what's happening is the fascial trains are getting really pulled on the face because we have a lot of tension. And so Gua Sha can help break up those fascial trains, release that tension, and then help to lift and sculpt the forehead naturally. One of the ways that it does that is by bringing loads of circulation to that area to regenerate everything. So we're going to take that tool, and I'm taking it now flat to the forehead here. So I'm just coming straight across in a soaring motion all the way up across the forehead, and I'm going to make sure that I cover all those areas really nice and fast. And you can go across the forehead maybe 2 to 3 times. So once you've done that and you've broken up all of the fascial trains there, what you might do is take the 45-degree angle and just lift all the way across the forehead, all the way up to the hairline. Again, all the way across 2 to 3 times. And then what's really important when we do Gua Sha is that we always want to end with a drain. So we take the tool this way, so your heart or your wavy side is down, fingers are here, and flatten a lymphatic technique all the way down the cheeks, all the way under the jaw, and all the way down the neck until we hit the collarbone. And you're going to do that 3 times on this side and 3 times on this side. So we get all the lymphatics that we released all the way down to this place where they drain from. And we're also maximizing the circulation and the microcirculation in those areas. And that should be a really, really nice 1-minute kind of go-to sequence that you can do first thing in the morning or last thing at night.
Okay, so I noticed you mentioned circulation there, and I know when you have tension, you always have reduced circulation. So if you want to learn more about how to improve circulation, fundamental circulation through your cardiovascular system, come and watch our other video that we've just shot that gives you the top tips and the best ways, best methods that we know of to help to support circulation for a long life. And if you're listening to this podcast, make sure that you come across and watch this one because you want to see exactly what we're going to demonstrate. And Lydia's also been talking a lot about Gua Sha and the use of it. You'll get lots more out of watching the video. And do make sure you come and subscribe to our channel, Wandering into Wellness.